whole day. And after your class, you have training. So I'm glad that you are here today. Thank you very much for coming. Right. So anyway, teachers, okay, for today, we're going to have our new lesson, all right? Since you are done with not teacher, lesson 11. So for today, we will going to have lesson 12, all right? But before we will going to start our discussion, teachers, okay? If you have some questions or clarification, just ask or say that one directly to me, right? If you have some clarification, just raise your hand and ask me, all right? And please try to make your voice louder and clearer. All right, teachers? Okay, thank you very much. All right, so let's start now. All right, so for today, teachers, okay, so let's talk about speaking skills, teachers. So, as a teacher, speaking,
We already learned about the speaking skill, and today we have speaking test.
oh,
Yes,
speaking test?
yes,
Oh, so you already discussed this one.
yes,
Ah, I see. So for today, you're going to have examination.
yes.
All right, for the next lesson. All right. But before that one, let's just try to have a review first. All right. Let's refresh, okay, your lesson before. So let's talk first or again about speaking skills. All right. Teacher, teacher, son. Yes. So can you please tell me about what are in the speaking skills or what have you understand about speaking skills?
Yes, I think speaking skill is an is very important skill in English. Speaking is a way of communication.
Yes.
And with your communication skill, speaking skill can help me in all areas of life. I can I can
Okay.
communicate with others, and it can help me in business, at work, or in school. At school, yes, I think so.
Yes. All right. Thank you very much, Teacher San. San, and how about you, Teacher Anna? What have you learned or yes about speaking skills? Since you already talked this one before, what have you learned about speaking skills?
Yes. About speaking skill, I have learned the way to speak fluently, and some good activities to this secondary student. And
Yes.
moreover, we also learn um, about the way to teach speaking skill effectively.
Yes, it's true. So, teachers, how can you improve your student skills? Who want to answer? How about you, Teacher Jane?
Okay.
Can you please answer? How in when we are talking about your students, how can you improve your students' speaking skills?
Okay, to improve student speaking skills, I think we should let them to have more chance to speak as much as
Yes.
and sometimes we should how effective activity to make them be interested in speaking English.
Yes, it's true. Thank you very much, Teacher Jane. How about you, Teacher? Mm, Linda, how can you improve your student speaking skills? Yes, Teacher Linda, how can you improve your students' speaking skills?
I think
Yes, Teacher Linda. Okay, let's try first, Teacher. Lucy.
yes. I think, in my opinion, uh, how to improve students' speaking skill, we can design some game uh,
Yeah.
we can encourage the student to talk more in the English lesson and
Yes.
before time in the class we can encourage the student to chat with friends, chat with students, chat with teacher, or we can make some new friends from other country.
Yes, it's true. Thank you very much. All right, so speaking skills is very important, right? So we engage our student to talk more, to participate more in the sorry. Okay. All right. So we engage our students to talk, right? To talk more, to participate in the discussion, right? But we are going to correct them also, especially their pronunciation, right? Okay. All right. So before this time, teachers, we will going to have the test now, all right? So just give me a moment. I'm going to change our lesson, all right, teachers? Okay. And please reload your page also. Teachers, please reload your page also.
Sorry, chứ.
Okay, teachers?
Yes.
Thank you. Same. All all right. Hello, teachers. I'm back. All right. So thank you very much for waiting. All right. So now we're going to have IELTS. Sorry, speaking test. Okay, for this time. So since you are six teachers for today, okay, you will going to spend for about 11 to 15 minutes for this one. All right. All right, teacher. For all right. So now for part one, or in part one, you are going to spend for 4 to 5 minutes. Right, teachers? Can you hear me, teachers? All right. And then in part two, you are going to spend 3 to 4 minutes. All right. And then in part three, 4 to 5 minutes. All right. So all in all, you're going to spend 11 to 15 minutes for this test. All right, teachers? Okay. All right. And our head teachers in here will going to observe. All right. So someone will going to watch or observe all of you teachers. All right. Okay. So let's start with teacher Rosie. All right. Teacher Rosie, are you ready? Okay. Just a moment. Okay. Teacher Rosie. Okay, part one. Now, in the first part of the test, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself. Right? Are you or do you work now, Teacher Rosie? Okay. So, why did you choose this job?
to spend for family, for children.
All right. So, is there anything about your job you would like to change?
Yes, I want to improve my speaking skill, my listening skill about English, and I want to improve. I want to be a good English, a good English teacher.
All right. So, thank you. So, now let's talk about films. So, what type of films do you like best and why, Teacher Rosie?
I want to watch detective film because when I watch that film, I feel very exciting.
All right, I see. All right, thank you very much, Teacher Rosie. And now let's move on to part two. Right. So in part two, Teacher Rosie, going to spend minutes, right?
Yes,
So, but you will have 1 minute preparation and 1 to 2 minutes to response. So, describe an important event in your life. So, you should say when it happened,
yes,
what happened, whether this event affected other people, and you will going to explain why you feel it was important. Okay,
okay,
Teacher Rosie, so your 1 minute preparation starts now.
yes.
All right,
Yes.
so you need to speak now.
Okay. Yeah. 13 years ago, I got the result of college, and my mother wanted me to become a teacher. But I didn't like to be a teacher. I wanted to be a nun of like economic. My mother was always like that. They didn't want me to live far away, far from my house. They thought that I can't, I couldn't take care of everything without them. They tricked me to become a teacher. So after that, I decided to be a teacher, and now that is very okay when I choose a teacher.
All right, so thank you, Teacher Rosie. All right, so now let's move on to part three. So in this part three, you will going to spend 4 to 5 minutes. All right.
Yes,
So We've been talking about an important event in your life, Teacher Rosie. Now,
Yes.
I'd, l- I'd now like to ask you some questions related to this one, right?
Yeah.
So, the first one is, what days are important in your country?
Yeah. There are a lot of days. There are a lot of important days in my country, like Independence Day, Women's Day, Teachers Day, etc.
I see. Many important events in your country. All right. So now, next question. Do you think any new national celebrations will come into being in the future?
There, I think maybe there will be new national celebrations in the future. Uh, for example, now many people like flowers. Maybe in the future there will be a festival flowers or something like flower by handmade. Um, the farmers can give their produce to this place for many people can view or can look. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much, Teacher Rosie. Now, next question. So, are there any celebrations from other countries that you celebrate in your country?
Yes, there are. There are Labor Days on the first of May. Um, Women's Day is on the 3rd of March. Sorry, it's on the 8th of March. Yeah, okay. That's all.
All right. Okay, thank you. And lastly, what are the benefits of having events that many people around the world are celebrating on the same day?
Oh, I think
The benefit.
it's very great if we have the school in the same because we can share the atmosphere and we can understand other. We can know how to have celebration, how to do on that day, and people can can prepare for that day. That's my idea.
All right. So thank you very much, Teacher Rosie.
There's time for some.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for answering all the all the questions. And now let's move on to Teacher San. Okay. So Teacher San, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. So now, in the first part of the test, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself, same as Teacher Rosie. So I know that all of you are teachers. So why did you choose this job, Teacher San?
Yes, now I'm an English teacher and I think I chose this job because the first reason is my mother is a teacher too. So I am very help them to be help them to be better. Yes, I think so.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, now let's talk about your daily routine. Teacher San, can you please tell me your daily routine?
Um, I often get up early in the morning, and then I often prepare a meal for my family. Then I go to work, and in the evening I always spend my time for my children.
That's all?
Yes, and I only have a day off on Sunday. So on Sunday I like going out with my family, and that's all.
All right, thank you. Now, I'd like to move on and ask you some questions about shopping. Go. So, who does most of the shopping in your household, Teacher San?
I think I do most of the shopping in my family. It's me.
Okay. All right. So, what type of shopping do you like and why, Teacher San?
Um, I like to go to the shop to buy clothes or food. I don't like to buy online shopping, because when I go to the shop, I can choose everything, medicine I like, and I can know the yes, is that right? Yes.
All right. So, thank you. So, now let's talk about films, Teacher San. So, how often do you go to the cinema?
Often,
How often do you go to the cinema?
yes, I rarely go to the cinema because I don't have much time.
All right, I see. Okay, thank you. Now let's proceed to part two. Okay, so part two, 3 to 4 minutes and 1 minute preparation, 1 to 2 minutes to respond. So, same question. Describe an important event in your life. So you should say inside your talk, teacher San, you will include when it happened, what happened, whether this event affected other people, and you will going to explain why you feel it was important. Right, teacher son?
Yes.
So your 1 minute starts now. Okay, teacher San.
Yes. I think the important event in my life is my wedding.
Mm.
Is I got married 7 years ago. I think it is very important because it is yeah was a day the day I I had I have a family, so I have to take care of my. I think I have chose a good person. If a good person who can love and understand me, and he can share me everything in my life. So I think I am very lucky and I'm happy.
All right, thank you very much, teacher San. Okay, so let's move on now to the last part of the test. So now, okay, 45 minutes. Okay, so the first question, teacher San. What are the benefits of having events that many people around the world are celebrating on the same day?
Yes, I think there are many benefits of having events. There are many people around the world are celebrating on the same day. We can
Mhm.
because when one event is celebrated on the same day, uh, we can share with many with others about
That's it. All right. Okay. Teacher San. Okay, let's move on to the second question. So the second question is, are there any celebrations from other countries that you celebrate in your country?
yes, there are some celebrations from my country that celebrate in my country such as International Labor Day or Women's Women's Day.
And hello, teachers. Okay.
Yes,
Finish answering, teacher San.
yes.
Okay, so let's move on now to question number 3. So, how is the way your national celebrations are celebrated now different from the way they were celebrated in the past? So again, how is the way your national celebrations are celebrated now different from the way they were celebrated in the past?
I think nowadays the way our national celebration has changed. Um, they in the past there was no maybe there was no music or flowers, but now uh, our national celebration is back, have better prep preparation with music or with flower with I think
All right. Thank you. All right. So thank you very much, Teacher Son. Okay. So, yes, you can relax now, Teacher Son. Okay. Thank you very much for answering all of the questions. All right. So now, let's go on to Teacher Linda.
yeah.
Yes, Teacher Linda. Are you ready? Okay. So let's start. So, again, 11 to 15 minutes to the three parts. Okay, so part one, 4 to 5 minutes. All right, so now, Teacher Linda, why did you choose this job?
Yeah. Um, there, because I love children, and I think um, because I love the children, and I think I want a lot of time. Um, lot of time to to take care of my family, and I think English is an international language and is spoken by millions of people worldwide. And English is important part in the modern world. So I choose this job.
Okay, all right. So thank you very much, Teacher Linda. So now,
Yeah.
let's move on about shopping. So, is shopping a popular activity in your country, Teacher Linda? Why or why not? Is shopping a popular activity in your country? Why or why not?
is a very popular in my country because many people like uh, going shopping and to buy many things. They they often go they often go to the supermarket or store and um, buy clothes, food, or something like that.
Okay, thank you. All right. So how about films, teacher
Yeah.
Linda? So what types of films do you like best and why? What type of films do you like best and why?
Um, I am um, I like go shopping indoor be, because I like I like both clothes and cosmetic.
Okay. All right. Okay, thank you, teacher Linda. All right. So now let's move on to part 2. Okay,
Yeah.
so 3 to 4 minutes, teacher Linda, and 1 minute to prepare your answer. Okay, so again, you are going to describe an important event in your life. So don't forget, you will going to say when it happened,
Yeah.
what happened, whether this event affected other people, and you are going to explain also why you feel it was important. All right.
Yeah.
So okay. So your 1 minute starts now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So please speak now, teacher Linda. Okay.
Yeah.
Teacher Linda.
The most memorable important in my life, I think I love to go far from my um, husband. My mom, my dad, my parents worry about that. They don't want me to marry him. Um, um, they frustrate they frustrate me, but I love him a lot. I cried and my mom cried more than me. Mm, and finally, my parents agree and agree our love and organize a big party. And now um, I think we I think now I think that this season is okay.
All right. To finish, Teacher Linda.
Now
Okay, thank you. So now, let's move on to the last part. All right. So, 4 to 5 minutes again to spend for this part. All right. So, let's start. Okay, the first question. What days are important in your country, Teacher Linda?
um, yeah, there are important in my country. Important the first New Zealand, like that, New Zealand and Women's Women's Day, Women's Day, Teachers Day, and Children's Day, and
All right. So thank you, Teacher Linda. Next question. Why it is important to have national celebrations? Why it is important to have national celebrations? Okay. Teacher Linda, what is your answer? Why it is important to have national celebrations?
because I think people know it, know each other, and people can um, select after busy day.
Okay, that's it?
Yeah, that's all.
All right. The last question, Teacher Linda. What are the benefits of having events that many people around the world are celebrating on the same day? Same day. What are the benefits of having events that many people around the world are celebrating on the same day? Mhm. All right. So thank you very much, teacher Linda. Okay, thank you very much for answering. All right, teachers. Okay. We have 10 minutes break, so I'll be back at exactly 4:08 to 9. Okay.
về cái lớp về đó
Đất có chạm cái đó
lực mẹ anh là cái lớp đó
chị
đó em tự tập sao tí đây đây mình không biết gì đấy cái bài thiên chạy ra đẹp lắm mình đặt rồi em phải tức lên cái bài chị chạy lại đó chị khi cho mình đặt chị lại đó chị đâu như không có giỏi chị lại là như đọc không có giỏi nữa là người nghe mình cười mãi
đọc học được cái mình
đọc có giỏi chứ
nó đọc học được cái mình giỏi
mà thầy giỏi
cái này nó thường mặt thật là có cái xe lớn giá xe của xe dư xe nó thực hiện để thâm thắm cái cái giá gần ba khoảng mà
nó nhỏ theo một cái
bố xe thì còn nhỏ vậy đó bố chứ nó cái đọc thế được
cái đó chị gọi cho em
bố cho hát
em nhá để vậy
là được tên nó như đi khoảng bị viên nữa thì phải 700 triệu để được cái bộ mặt đấy như là 700 triệu không có chế đặt kiểu gì mà đặt tiền đấy
tập treo
làm cái gì đó nói này thì mà chỉ có đeo thì em chỉ là thẩm mỹ nó thẩm mỹ đó là chứ không ai nhặt nó lời bộ cái sáu được bộ trong cùng giống là mình đã triển khai cái công việc cùng về xã tính nó sáu lắm luôn
nghĩ là đậu
bộ cái thằng nó bộ kiểu trí đấy tưởng hơn là em muốn rồi
hả
vậy ta một bình chứ em thầy bố nhà em bộ cái tấm dài là như đó ông ăn đâu khỏi ông cứ thả ra rồi đó quỳnh nhà phải được cái gì khi mà hỏi sao
cả như vậy là dung nhập rồi
thứ sáu rồi đó ông ăn xong rồi người ta bố đến đây kia ăn nó chả ăn cứ thả ra nó bố đây rồi chờ nó phải chào nó hai đứa nhà nó buồn đi mơ cái đi theo lại cái răng ông nghe em cứ cười ra nó từ răng rắn không vậy
hoặc là gió thì trên mặt
không cái bộ nhà đi đâu chứ bạn cái nhà gì
không sao rồi không có chân đâu nhưng mà là
không có bộ cái nào là cái màu này nhặt sơ là như thế
thế cho thì rằng kia nhất nắng đều rồi
đúng rồi tôi tạo hai cái điều một cái cho em mà cô luôn điều nhất đúng thật á thì khoảng 10 điều còn nếu nó giảm 36 điều 36 điều là thật
rồi mình đặt 25 đặt 9 là mình mới đúng giải
có được đâu chứ dạ
bộ vào đây nè thôi đi đây vào đây để học Hà Nội nè rồi cũng đi xe đạp như này rồi chuyển một cái ô tô
Hello, teachers. I'm back. How are you? How's the 10 minutes? All right, I'm just joking, teacher. All right. So let's proceed now to teacher Anna. Where's teacher Anna? Okay. All right. Teacher Anna, are you ready?
yes but I'm
Okay, so let's start now, teacher Anna. So why did you choose this job?
yes you know as you know I'm a teacher and the reason why I'm choosing this job is that firstly I love children so much secondly I my parents my parents are teachers and they all the way me to be a teacher too. And I think this, and lastly, I think this job is suitable for me because I'm not strong. So I think the physical work is not suitable to me, and I like intellectual job. So that's all.
All right, thank you. So, is there anything about your job that you would like to change?
Mm, so if I had a chance, I would choose this song. Because since I was a child, I I have been wanted to be a teacher. So if I had a chance, I would be a teacher. I would want to be a teacher. So
Okay, thank you. So now let's go on about Shopee, our um, favorite. So, who does most of the shopping in your household, Teacher Anna?
mm, my husband is a busy worker. He works as a technology worker and in a factory. So he has no time to take care of my children, my family. So I was I'm a person do most who do most shopping in my household.
Okay. So, what type of shops do teenagers like best in your country, Teacher Anna? What types of shops?
Mm, sorry. I
What type of shops do teenagers like best in your country? What types of shops do teenagers?
yes, I know. Um, um, I think in my country, most people like shopping, like go shopping to the store, not online. Mm,
Mm,
they want to choose um, uh, product in in the store because they want to pay to the shopkeeper and they want to choose the product that are suitable for them and I think they in fact they don't believe the quality of product online. So normally they often go to the store to choose what they want.
I see. So, how about films, Teacher Anna? What types of films do you like best and why?
Mm, I think nowadays there are lots of kind of film, but I like action film. I like action
Mm,
film. Yes. Mm, because sometimes uh, in fact I want to change the I want to change the feeling in normal life, so I want to watch action film.
okay. Thank you. Thank you, Teacher Anna. So, now let's proceed to part two. All right. So, 3 to 4 minutes for this part. Okay. So, Again, 1 minute preparation, 1 to 2 minutes to respond. So again, the question is, describe an important event in your life. So don't forget, please, to put or you should say in your talk when it happened, what happened, whether this event affected other people, and please explain why you feel it was important. All right, Teacher Anna, so your 1 minute preparation starts now.
Yes.
All right, Teacher Anna. Okay,
Yes.
please talk now. Your answer?
I think there are a lot of important events in my life, but the most important event was when I gave the first trial 8 years ago. You can't imagine how happy our family was because all of us were happy when we had the first baby. For the first time when I had the first baby, um, I I was both nervous and happy. It means I couldn't describe my feeling, but and then all of us was delighted because especially my parents-in-law, because I know that they always look forward to having a baby, and I think my husband felt happy because happier and it seemed to me that he he has a duty to take care of our small family.
All right. So, thank you. Thank you very much, Teacher Anna. Now, let's proceed to the last part. So, again, 45 minutes to spend in this part, right? So, let's start now. My first question to you. Do you think any new national celebrations will come into being in the future? Again, do you think any new national celebrations will come into being in the future?
Well, it's a difficult question, but I think that um, if I think maybe there will be a day that is for peace be together to protect to protect our earth, and fight the war and the poverty. I think some maybe the peace day or the day the day that means to avoid the poverty or maybe some poverty day or peace day. So I think what a difficult question.
It's okay. It's all right, Teacher Anna, as long as you did your best. All right, thank you. So next question. What days are important in your country? Again, what days are important in your country?
Okay, I think there are a lot of important days, but I think the most important day in my country is our national day. It happens uh, September the 10th, on September the 2nd. Okay, National Day of Vietnam in Vietnam. And I
All
think
right.
it seems to me that each month has an important day. For example, for January, there's holiday, and maybe February it means the uh, the 14th of February, and internet and the month with the international women's day, and April day, and the Labor Day, and autumn day. I think it seems to be that has month each month has an important day. Right, but I think the most
All
important day is National Day.
I see. All right. Thank you very much, Teacher Anna, for answering all the questions. Okay, thank you. You can rest now. So now, let's move on to Teacher Lucy.
Yes.
Okay, are you ready, Teacher Lucy? Okay,
Yeah.
so So let's start now. So 45 minutes again. Okay. All right. Let's start. Teacher Lucy. Is it Lucy or Lucy?
Lucy.
Lucy. All right. Thank you. All right, Teacher Lucy. Let's start. So why did you choose this job, Teacher Lucy?
Um, when uh, when a little girl, I I like I like a teacher. When I grew up, I think I will become a teacher. So mm, from this, I decide I will teach my children, and I can read some English book because I am an English teacher.
Hmm.
That's all.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So now, is there anything about your job that you would like to change?
I think I want to improve the quality of education in my country. I can help some people around me, make them improve pronunciation because we teach another language, so my voice is not good, not nice. Yes. So I think we can improve my students to improve pronunciation, and improve some grammar, vocabulary. Is leads the student to more attractive with their with my success.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, let's move on now to shopping. So, what type of shopping do you like, Teacher Lucy, and why?
Yeah. I think kind of shopping I like is market because it's
Mm,
through internet I can choose my color and my goods is suitable for me. It's difficult to see if you don't wear or you taste some food. So I go to the supermarket. It's easy to choose and buy it. So I think if you want to buy some goods or some clothes, we can go to the market or store. It's easy for me to buy. Yeah.
mm.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Yes.
So, who does most of the shopping in your household?
Uh, what?
Most of the shopping in your household? Yes. Who does most of the shopping in your household?
Yeah. Um, the most shopping household. I avoid the most shopping in our household because
Mm.
because my husband is not take care of this, and my children is a very small, very young. So it is my duty. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
In my free time, I sometimes go shopping and buy a lot of things I want to my family.
Okay. Thank you. So now let's talk about films. What type of films don't you like and why not? Yes. What type of films don't you like and why not?
Um, do you like? What type of film do you like or don't like?
Yes. What type of films don't you like? Example, horror. You didn't like horror? Why not?
Um, I rarely watch film, so
Yes.
I think I like detective film.
Okay, I see.
I'm not romantic, so I think the film is romantic is not suitable for me. So when in my free time, I watch the detective film. It is a very uh, it is a more attractive and it, it is exciting.
All right, I see. Okay. So you like detective. Okay. So now let's move on to the second part.
Yes.
3 to 4 minutes. 1 minute preparation, 1 to 2 minutes response. All right?
Yes.
Okay. So your 1 minute preparation. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't read the question for you. All right, so describe an important event in your life, and then you will going to say, or you should say, don't forget to say this one, when it happened, what happened, whether this event affected other people, and you will going to explain why you feel it was important. Right? So your 1 minute preparation starts now. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, please speak now, Teacher Lucy.
Yes. After graduating after secondary school, I miss a lot of joy in my job. There are a lot of jobs such as doctor, clerk, teacher, um, nurse. But the most job I like is teacher because because the teacher is suitable for me. As you know, English is spoken by the most of the people through the world, and this fact to become an international language. Therefore, it's necessary for me to learn it. So I want to become an English teacher. I want to become a teacher of English. I can. I want to devote all of my life to education and have my children to get a lot of knowledge. I think in order to become an English teacher, I have a lot of respect, such as voice, audition, uh, many, but I think I try my best to help my children to understand my lesson better and help them to improve their English skill. Example, English skill and I think English teacher is a happy job. I like it. That's all.
Okay, thank you. That's all. Thank you, Teacher Lucy. All right. So now let's go on to the last part of the speaking. Okay. Again, 4 to 5 minutes to answer the questions given to you. Okay. So the first question:
Yeah.
what days are important in your country, Teacher Lucy?
Yes. There are a lot of days important in my country, such as New Year, Teacher Day, Women Day, Miss Autumn Festival, um, Halloween, uh, Halloween, Christmas. That's all.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Right. So the second question: What are the benefits of having events that many people around the world are celebrating on this day, same day? What are the benefits of having events that many people around the world are celebrating on the same day?
Yeah, I think it is a difficult question. Uh, through the event, we can we can learn a lot of history. We can miss we can miss each other to uh, we can miss each other and we have uh, each year chance to meet each other and after this event we can make a new friend maybe mm, and we can understand the culture in in my country, and we can understand the history of this event we are celebrating. We are celebrating, and I think through this event we can we can play some game such as even uh, we can we can
It's okay, Teacher Lucy.
sorry what we we can some pop game in my country.
Okay,
Yes, that's all.
that's all. Thank you. All right, Teacher Lucy. Last question for this part, okay?
Yes.
So, are there any celebrations from other countries that you celebrated in your country in Vietnam? Same celebrations.
Uh, um, yes. The celebrations from the other country that you celebrate in my country is Halloween because in my country in the past we has not Halloween, but nowadays the society is that developed. The people in my country take care of this. So in the trend in the 31 of October, we wear a lot of colorful clothes and make a lot of new clothes to celebrate Halloween. Yeah, we we in the middle night they have a small party. Uh, they celebrate that all.
Uh, all right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Teacher Lucy, for answering all the questions. Thank you.
Yeah.
And now, the last but not the least, Teacher Jane.
Yes,
I think you are very ready now to answer.
I like this because I'm the last person to talk about my test.
Okay, so let's start now, Teacher Jane. All right. So, why did you choose this job, Teacher Jane?
Zog, talks, yeah. Zog or talks?
Yes,
Yes,
job.
yeah, yes. Uh, when when I you know that I'm a girl. When I was a little girl, I last independent. I usually taught English, and I want to be an English teacher in the future. And after leaving university, I want to help the children in my spirit, and that is the reason why I choose my job. I want to help children in my spirit have English better. Yes.
Okay. All right. So, is there anything about your job you would like to change, Teacher Jane?
No, I don't like changing my job because I think teacher is a good job for me. Yes,
I see. All right. Thank you. Now, let's move on about shopping.
yes.
So, who does most of the shopping in your household, Teacher Jane? Who does most
Yes.
of the shopping in your household?
Of course, now I am a mother, so I think I just most of the shopping in my household. I usually go to the market or supermarket. I buy everything for my family. Yes.
I see. All right. So, what type of shopping do you like and why?
There are many types of shopping in my country, but for me, I like go to supermarkets because in the
Mm,
supermarket there are a lot of things for me to choose. For example, food, drink, meat, or clothing, and as like that. Yes.
all right. Excellent. All right. So, now let's talk about films. So, how often do you go to the cinema, Teacher Jane?
Sometimes
How often do you go to the cinema?
um, my family, my family and I usually sometimes go to the cinema. I think once a week, once a week.
Mm,
Yes, and I really like I really like famous romantic films.
wow.
Yes, because I think it is a good way for me to learn everything for outside today. I learned a lot of things
Mm,
from him. Yes,
yes.
my idea.
All right. How about the films that you don't like?
I told my action film, action film.
Action.
Yes,
Why not?
film. Because I like feeling short. Yes, I like feeling. I like feeling happiness or sadness. I don't like action film.
Okay.
Yes,
All right. Thank you very much, Teacher Jane.
yes.
Now let's move on to part two. So, 1 minute preparation, 1 to 2 minute response. And the question is, describe an important event in your life, and please don't forget to include when it happened, what happened, whether this event affected other people, and explain why you feel it was important. Right? So your 1 minute preparation starts now.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Please speak now, Teacher Jane.
Yes. Um, and today I still remember clearly that when I was married, it was on 6th of May 2004. That day was really important to my life. I invited all my relatives and friends and organized a big party in the restaurant. From that, my life has changed everything. Up to now, I have a happy family with a son and a daughter and a wonderful husband. I and my husband always share everything together. Yes, that's my idea.
Okay, thank you.
Yes,
All right. So now let's move on to the last part.
yes,
So, yes. Okay. So the first question, Teacher Jane.
yes.
What days are important in your country?
Uh, in my country, there are a lot of important days. For example, Women's Day, Children's Day, and um, Teachers' Day, and New Year. And but for me, I think in my country, New Year is one of the most important day in Vietnam. Um, because New Year in Vietnam is a traditional festival. It usually occurs late January or early February. Before Tet, every people decorate our home more beautiful, and we buy a lot of flowers and colorful lights to hang everywhere. And uh, and I take that it is the time for all members gather to talk about the old year and have a new plan for new year. Yes, that's my opinion.
Yes. All right. Thank you. Okay. The next question. What are the benefits of having events that many people around the world are celebrating on the same day? Again, what are the benefits of having events that many people around the world are celebrating on the same day?
Yes, I think there are many benefits of having even that many people around the world are celebrating on the same day. Because I think it is the best way for every people in the world to present their feeling, their happiness together. From that, people in the world can understand and love each other. From people can live in peace. In peace.
Hmm.
Yes, that's my
Thank you.
yes.
Right, so the last question for you, Teacher Jane. Are there any celebrations from other countries that you celebrated or you celebrate in your country?
Yes, beside nowadays there are many celebrations from other countries that we celebrate in my country, such as Halloween. Besides today, Father Day, is celebrated in a lot of countries in the world, especially in Vietnam. We have that this day, Father Day.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Teacher Jane. All
Yes,
right.
yes, thank you.
Okay, teachers. Thank you very much for participating and answering all the questions. I hope you're now okay. Are you okay, teachers?
Yes.
Okay. How do you feel? How do you feel the exam or the test?
After long vacation, we didn't talk English, so it's hard to speak English and it's hard to answer this question.
Hmm. Yes, I understand. It's okay, teacher. Uh, yes, it's okay, teacher Lucy. Because you're still learning, right? You are still enhancing and developing your skills. That's why every time we have class or you have class before, we let you speak all the time or mostly. Yes, talk and talk and talk because it means that you need to develop, you need to enhance your speaking skills. That is the way of practicing. Yes, that's why, yes, if you want to improve well your English skills, it's very better to practice now. Yes, even though you are in Vietnam, even though you are talking with your friends, to your co-teachers, to your students, it's very good that you need to or you will going to speak in English.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay.
It's good that you will going to speak in English. Not only Vietnamese all the time. Okay? English sometimes, not sometimes, mostly, right? Because it's very important if you want to develop your skills, you need to do this one. Practice talking or speaking in English to your friends, to your students, and to the other people around you. And one more thing, teacher. Okay? So, reading books, English books, is very helpful. And then, watching English movies also is very helpful to you. Yes, because in there you can learn also the correct pronunciation of the word. And you can learn many vocabulary words in there. Okay? Teachers? Yes. Reading books, listening to English music, and then watching English movies.
Yeah.
Yes. And you need to take down of the correct pronunciation of the words. Yes. Anyway, teacher, you did a good job, yes, for today. But one more thing, yes, you need to be aware of the question, of course. Okay? If, example, teacher, if the question is, or the question, there is a day, example here, what days are important in your country? Yes, usually, mostly you answer Christmas Day, right? You National, what do you call this one? Women's Day. Yes, all of your answer is correct, but you forgot to include the days, the date of the national celebration. Yes, you forgot. That's why if you will going to answer the question, please analyze first the question before answering. Right, teacher? Yeah, because sometimes also we are confused, right? How are we going to answer this question? We're very confused, especially that we're very nervous. Yes, because there is a time. Yes, there's a timer. So don't be. Just say what do you want to say. What's in your mind? What are the ideas in your mind? Just say it, right? Don't afraid if your English is not so good, the intonation or the pronunciation is not so good because you're still in the process of learning. You're still in the process of developing teachers. Okay? You can do it, teachers. I know. Yes, I believe in you, teachers. Okay? All right, teachers. You're a very serious teacher. All right, so analyze first the question. Yes. In the number one question, I'm waiting for someone who can answer. the days or the date of the holidays. Yes, it's okay, or is right if you're going to say New Year's Day, New Year's Day. What else? Halloween Day. So you will going to include also when is it? That date, right? Example, November 2. Halloween during November 2. New Year's Day every January 1, like that. So you will going to include the days. Yes, the question is what days are important in your country?
Yes.
Okay, teachers? Yes. Analyze the questions very carefully before answering. Okay, teachers?
Yes.
Yes. So anyway, you did a great job today.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Congratulations. Yes. Thank you very much for participating and answering today. Anyway, this is our first meeting, right? Yes, this is our first time meeting each other. Hi, teacher. This is our first time. Yes, because your first teacher is Miss Irene and Miss Cynthia, and your third teacher is me, Cello. So anyway, teachers, so it's very nice meeting you, and I will see you next time. Okay. All right. So just don't forget, teachers. Okay. So what I told you. Okay. Practice speaking in English.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Very much.
Speaking with your husband, speaking with your child, your children. Yes. Use English. Okay. Just try it. You used to it. Yes. After that one, you used to it.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
All right, teachers.
Yes.
So, are you okay now? Do you have any question?
No. No. Yes.
No, none so far.
None.
Yes, teacher, you don't have any question?
Teacher, you look nice, beautiful. So,
No, 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 I'm very ugly. No.
teacher, are you married?
Yes,
Are you single? Are you married?
yes, of course. I'm still 23 years old.
Oh, so
No husband. No children. Later, after 10 years. Yes. So anyway, teachers, thank you very much. Have a nice day. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.